Hello and welcome back to Cooking the Haydens, and I'm Car Boot Chris. 4 months ago, I took a chance on something. Didn't cost a lot of money, it was low risk, and now I'm predicting that I'm going to make 4 grand out of that chance. So this is what I'm talking about, cycling jerseys. You probably guessed because I've talked about them a lot on live streams, I've done sales updates and all sorts. If you remember, you may have seen the video. Around 4 months ago, I went to the Glass Onion vintage sale and I took a chance. It was slim pickings if I remember rightly. There wasn't a lot to choose from. And I saw all these cycling jerseys hanging on a rail with nobody looking at them. Of course, very, very lightweight. Not much money. You're probably talking £1.50 to £2.50 each maximum. So I picked up 11 of these jerseys. I went for things that I could identify. So they had tags in, or they were a recognised brand, or visually there were aspects that I could search and find prices for. Didn't exactly work out that way. Sometimes you just got to make a price up and go with it because these things are very unique. There's not always lots of the same item. So I took a chance. I paid £22 for 11 of these jerseys. But if I'm honest, I did get a bit lucky. Not only was it the right timing because the cycling season was coming up, but lockdown came in, which meant that people were using cycling as an exercise. And also I found a couple more job lots on eBay of cycling jerseys. The first 11 were selling pretty well. They was trickling away and I was making some good profit on them. So I plumped for a big job lot. Firstly, I bought a job lot of 123 cycling jerseys, much similar to these. They cost £200, so less than £2 each, almost the same as the Glass Onion price. And a couple of weeks later, I decided to go back to the same guy. He sold me another job lot of 61 cycling jerseys for £120, so around the £2 mark. So I had a bloody load of these jerseys. So all in all, I actually bought 195 cycling jerseys. Maybe a little bit crazy, but I kind of got a little bit of a bug with it because they were selling pretty well and I kept looking for them. The total cost of those 195 jerseys was £342. So my best jersey that I sold was this Jimi Hendrix Experience jersey. And that sold for £60, which was a really nice sale when you consider the purchase price. So far I've sold 78 cycling jerseys out of the 195 that I've purchased so far. The total sales price of those 78 is £1,657. Postage on top of that, I don't do free postage, so people have paid around £250 worth of postage on top, so that's not really a factor. And I probably made a small amount on the postage as well, but I'm not accounting for that. This makes the average sale price of each jersey so far £21.24. So I've now got 114 jerseys left in stock. Now that figure doesn't quite add up because there was a couple that I had to bin because they were of the quality. So just bear that in mind. But the actual figure I've got left for sale is 114. So if I apply the average selling price of the previous lot, then the total sales predicted would be £2,421.36. If I go, say, £5 below the average sale price, because obviously now most of the best jerseys have been snapped up. So now I'm left with the ones that are going to take longer to sell, so I'll probably have to sell them cheaper. So if I knock £5 off the average sale price, and that brings it in at £1,851.36p for those remaining 114 jerseys. So I hope you're following here. If I add up the predicted sales for the remaining jerseys and the sales that have already been made, taking into account those average rates and the £5 below average rate, my prediction is that once these jerseys have sold, I would have taken between £3,508 and £4,078. So either way, a cost of £342, which brings in potentially around the £4,000 mark, is a pretty damn good return. And that's why on nearly all of my videos, you'll always hear me say, take a chance on things. When you go out to a car boot sale, try and buy one thing that you know nothing about. Or if you go in a charity shop, pick something up you've never bought before. Because you never know. You're going to learn about that item. Like I did with these jerseys, I learned fast. Those first 11 really helped me learn about cycling jerseys. I now have in my mind what brands are good, visually what people like to buy, and the sizing is really important. So I've got all this knowledge in my head. If I see these items out and about, then I'm more likely to know what I'm doing. So when you're out, my advice is pick something up you've never dealt with before. You never know where it's going to lead you. Maybe in a few months' time, you'll be rolling up £4,000 worth of sales. Take care.